Hi, Bud Summers, lesson number 23 now. We're going to talk about melodic minor scales. Then 22 we talked about natural minor, or harmonic minor, I'm sorry, and then 21 we talked about the natural minor scales. And really, in 23 here we're going to talk about the melodic minor, and we're going to kind of put them all together a little bit, so hopefully you'll get a better understanding of how they work and what they're doing. Listen to this, the little riff I was doing there. That's the first few notes of a minor scale you probably recognize by now. You get your first note, second note, third note, fourth note, fifth note. Now those are the same in your natural minor, your harmonic minor, and your melodic minor. Those notes are all the same. It's when you get past that stage that things change. Now in a natural minor, we just kept on playing the notes within the key signature, and we ended up with okay, straight up and straight down. We had half steps between the second and third and the fifth and sixth on that. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Fifth and sixth scale degrees were our half steps. Then when we went to the harmonic minor in the last lesson, we had a new interval, the augmented second, and that caused us to have a raised seventh. So it sounded like this. Again, the beginning, just the same. That's where we heard the difference in that harmonic minor. And that note really takes us out. But that note has a purpose. When we're in the key, and this is in the key of E minor, you probably already recognize that, the open 6-string E. The dominant chord in the key of E minor is going to be, and if we just followed the key signature, it'd be B minor. But to create a stronger pull to the E minor, and that's what the dominant chord function is, we need to have that be a major chord. See how that sounds? That draws you more to it. You can hear that leading tone is what it's called. You can hear that, and you know that it wants to pull you there. And we don't get that note without. Okay, then when we get to the melodic minor, we're going to have a couple of differences there. Again, it starts the same. Open your first note, second note, third note, fourth note, fifth note. But at your sixth note, it changes. It's a raised sixth, raised seventh, brings the leading tone. And you might recognize it sounds a whole lot like a major scale, and it really does. The bottom half is the minor scale because of this half step here. That always, you hear that and you know it's minor scale. Love that little thing. Okay, but you know that's a minor scale when you hear that kind of thing. And then you hear this. You know that sounds like a major scale. That's the tail end of a major scale. Now, the reasoning for this, we've got the sixth is raised and the seventh now from the harmonic, and we also have the sixth in the melodic. That creates, in this key, it's a C sharp. So our four chord becomes major as well. So we end up with progressions that sound like this. A little bit more vocabulary is the way I like to look at it. You have more notes to use in any given thing. Now, the trick thing, or not trick thing, but getting used to, is the fact that with a melodic minor scale, it goes up that way. But then when it goes down, it reverts back, or comes back to the no longer a raised seventh and no longer a raised sixth. So what I'm saying here is the melodic minor ascends or goes up one way and then descends or goes down another way. It goes up with the raised sixth and the raised seventh, and then when it's descending, going down, it just reverts back to a normal, and it's just like a natural minor scale then, okay? Again, this increases our note vocabulary and allows us to have major chords for the 4 and the 5 being the dominant, and it's very important there, but also with the 4, it gives us just more notes to use in the minor key and making minor keys a little bit more interesting. The ascending melodic minor, again, looks very much like a major scale at the end, and it's just like a straight natural minor scale at the beginning. I don't have a whole lot more to talk about here, except that, you know, our pattern, which we've done with the other ones. You start with a whole step, and then you've got a half step, a whole step, whole step, whole step, whole step, and a half. So you have 2 half steps, and they come 2 to 3, 7 to 8. Very similar to the major scale where we had 3, 4, and 7, 8. You know, and then descending, it just is going to revert back. Now, you may not fully get how this all is working, but over time, hopefully, this will become clear to you, and you'll be able to tell the difference as you hear them. The natural minor, the harmonic minor, and then the melodic minor. This has been Bud Summers with Melodic Minor Scales, lesson number 23. Thank you very much, and I'll see you again next time. Bye.